Hey everybody, welcome back to Muck Club. Today's stream is going to be a short one. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here, obviously, because I do not have a lot to eat right now. We're not doing one of our regular streams today. I almost didn't do the stream at all, but I figured out a way that I could go ahead and do it. The reason why I was considering not doing it is because today is an unusual Sunday for me. I've got so much going on today that it interrupted my. We have our regular church service this morning. We had at 9 o'clock a.m. And one of our local congregations, probably about 15 miles away or so from our church, maybe 10, 15 miles. They had a special service at 11 a.m. And so I left our church, where normally I would go to one of our sister congregations in Lowell, um, to participate and listen in on their service. I love doing that because I'm personal friends with their pastor over there. Our congregations worship together a lot. We're part of the same ecumenical cooperative, and I love hearing his sermons. He's a great speaker and always has a wonderful message. And so typically when our church lets out, I will go over there and I'll walk in just as their service is starting, and I'll listen to his message and go from there. And then after I'm done there, I will head into town and order my food and do the Mutt Club. Well, today there's a special service at the Lower Salem United Methodist Church in Lower Salem, Ohio, which, as I said, is about maybe 10, 15 miles away, 10, 12 miles. And so I decided to go over there, and their service starts at 11 a.m. And they had some special guest musicians come in today for their service, and I wanted to hear them. It's a Southern gospel group called the Pagetts, and they did a fantastic job. That's where I was this morning at 11 a.m. And here's just a flyer. I don't know if you can see that very well. Uh, that's them right there. It's a father and son duo, and there's a third member that sings with them also that wasn't able to be with them today. But they did a fantastic job, and I'd never heard of them before. And the father has kind of a tenor type voice, and the son has this really, really deep bass voice, and they just sound fantastic together, doing some traditional Southern gospel music, and a couple of songs I think that they even wrote themselves. And so I went over to listen to them, and they performed for almost an hour. Then afterwards, they had a dinner down in the church basement, and I stayed for that, and had a really nice meal. And so I ate there, obviously, and because they were doing that, I anticipated that for Mutt Club, I had a couple options. The first option was the one I was going to go with, was not to eat too much there, and then after we were done, heading to town, and I was going to go to Jersey Mike's and get one of their sandwiches that they have for a limited time. And it's I forget exactly what it's called, but it's some kind of a cheesesteak sandwich, cheesesteak sub. I was going to go ahead and get one of those and do that for you guys today on Mutt Club. Um, and then the second option I was going to do is to just, since some of you had even asked me to do some home cooking sort of thing, just as kind of a mukbang sort of thing. And obviously, if I were to do something like that, it wouldn't be the sort of thing where I'd be able to recommend for you guys to go somewhere and eat it, because it's not like a restaurant sort of thing where anybody can come in later. It's just a one-off, one-time thing. And if you're not there live to do it when I'm doing it, you can't do it unless you just happen to go to that church again. The same people are cooking, and they have a meal. And so that was my second option, and I was going to. I almost did that, but they didn't have any strong enough internet signal there that I couldn't sign on to YouTube in order to do a live stream from the church basement. So that was out, and by the time I got finished and ready to come out here to do Mutt Club, boy, I just didn't have a lot of room left in me to go to Jersey Mike's and do all that. I'm pretty much stuffed. So what I did do is I went ahead and brought with me dessert. I didn't eat dessert there. I brought it with me. So it doesn't look like much, because it's a cherry cheesecake like pie sort of thing, and it looked really good to me. But when I went ahead to cut it and put it in the bowl, it fell apart on me, real soft and kind of gooey, and so it fell apart in the bowl. So it doesn't look like much, but it does look. I imagine it's good. It looked really good in the pan where I dug it out of, and it looks good right now too. It just doesn't look presentable as far as the way it normally came. Normally, it would look like a piece of pie. But anyway, I figured I'd get on here and just do a quick stream and talk with you guys a little bit. And if any of you get on the chat here, we can have conversation back and forth. But in the meantime, I just kind of go ahead and piece on this so that we would still stay true to the theme of the program, which is eating food. So that's what I'm going to do. And I went ahead and brought a fork from home. I've been carrying this with me in case I run into an opportunity like this to where I needed some utensils to eat. And it worked out today was that occasion. So let's go ahead and dig into this. And while we're doing that, we'll just talk a little bit and then cut the stream short as soon as we're done. And then I'll get back to my daily activities. Those are real strawberries. You got a taste of that strawberry there right off the bat. Take a look at that. It's a real strawberry. That's fresh. It's a real fresh strawberry. And the cheesecake is real creamy. Very good flavor. Not too sweet. But anyway, I was talking about how I got so much going on this morning, or day, all day long. We had a regular church service this morning, and I normally videotape my services and my sermons, and I set my camera up on a tripod just like I'm doing right now, and I videoed the message. Well, this morning, I did that like normal, and had a fantastic message. One of the better messages that I've done in a long time, I thought. Went really well. I didn't read a lot from my notes. I just basically kind of skimmed over the notes and basically spoke from the heart for the most part, and seemed to really connect with the congregation a lot. Everybody was really attentive, and I think I got the message across really well, and used some personal anecdotes and stuff. Fantastic message, I thought, if I do say so myself. Not to, trying to be humble a little bit, not be too, big-headed about it, but just comparing it to my other messages. Anybody that does public speaking, especially if you don't, in a situation like mine is, you're preaching for the same group of people over and over every week. And so you don't repeat the same messages. I mean, you have to have a different message every week. So it's not like one of these like a campaign rally sort of thing where you travel around giving the same speech over and over again. Or in the example of a church, an evangelist that travels around and goes from church to church doing messages or music or whatever it may be. When I was with the band, we got to a point to where whenever we go to churches and sing, most of the time it was churches we hadn't been to before, or if we had been there before, it had been a while. And so you can repeat the same songs over and over again, do the same playlist. And so you get kind of a routine to where you do the same thing over and over again, and it just becomes repetitive, and it's real easy to do it without messing up. Well, when you're a pastor and you have to have a new message every week, sometimes your messages are hit or miss. Some of them are really great. Some of them are, okay. Some of them are good. And some of them just don't connect for one reason or another. And this one, out of my messages, the ones that do connect and the ones that don't, I was really pleased with the way that this morning's message. I felt my presentation was very well done, and it connected well. There was humor in it. There was a little bit. It was a serious message, but I kind of, I was really, just long story short, I was very pleased with how it turned out. And so I went over to turn off my camera after the end of the message and pack everything up, and the camera was already shut off. And I thought, oh no, it shut off too early. And I was a little bit long winded this morning. My message went over, like normally my messages last around 20 minutes or so, approximately. 20 to 30 minutes. The 30-minute message is a little bit long for me. And I was estimating, with me being long winded today, my message might have been 35 minutes or so. And so I thought maybe just lost the last 5 minutes of it or so. But then when I brought up the on my camera to show the message, and it had the timer on it to show how much of it recorded, literally it recorded about 2 minutes of the actual message and shut off. Well, come to figure out what happened was my settings got screwed up on my camera, and it was trying to save the file directly to the camera instead of to the SD card. And of course, there's a ton of space on the SD card I could have saved on. I could have gone for an hour and still have plenty of room left over to copy it off onto my hard drive later on, and then start over where I left off. But because it tried to save on the camera directly where there was limited space, it only had about 2 minutes worth of space on there. So I lost that entire message. And so that was disappointing for me. But it was kind of humbling in a sense. Because, like I said, I was looking forward to posting that one, that video for people to see and to keep it for future reference and go back to it and watch. And it's humbling that, for whatever reason, it didn't work today. But anyway, that happened this morning. Then I went over to this other church, United Methodist Church, a couple towns over, and had a great time there. The music was fantastic. The singer did a great job. Had a great time of fellowship with the people there. Small community that that I live in, and so a lot of people there I knew, and we had a great time together. And then had a great dinner or lunch, and I got my dessert here to bring with me. And this is good. And then tonight at 7 p.m., I've got another church service going the opposite direction. Like I'm in the country, about 6 or 7 miles outside of Lowell, which is a small village. But I'm out in the country, about 6 or 7 miles, or more than that, maybe 10 miles, not even 10 miles, but yeah, 6 or 7 miles away from downtown, that's to me, the village of Lowell. And so going back the opposite direction, as I went to the church at 11, go through Lowell, and then north on State Route, what is that? It's not 821, State Route 60, into Beverly, Ohio. And that's where I'm going tonight at 7 o'clock. The United Methodist Church in Beverly, Ohio is having a special service, and they've got some singers there tonight. And I'm going to go there and check them out. I'm not familiar with them. I think I've got the names written down here. Let me look it up real quick. The Larry DeLawder family, DeLawder. And so some people from our church where I preach went to a restaurant last night in Beverly called the Cornerstone Cafe and saw these guys and said they did a fantastic job. And Larry apparently does this great impersonation of Barney Fife from the Andy Griffith Show, and they sing and do music and just real creative. And they were like really going, really impressed with how it turned out. And so they said, we're heading back up tomorrow night or tonight, and was telling us about it in case we wanted to go too. So that's what I got going on today. I had the 2 services this morning, the lunch. Now I'm doing this brief stream with you guys. And then tonight at 7, we've got the 3rd church service where I'm going to go and check out the DeLauder family. So if you happen to be online, I don't know if they have a website or if they have like a presence on YouTube or not. But once again, that's the Larry DeLauder family, DeLawder. You might check them out, see if there's any content online of him doing his Barney Fife impression or doing some of their music, but you might check them out. And also, if you're interested in the Pagets that sang Southern Gospel this morning at 11 o'clock over at Lower Salem, where I was at, it's a father and son singing Southern Gospel music, and you can check them out online too. I know they are on YouTube. And so what I'm going to do is sometime in the next week or two, for the Light Side music reactions, I'm going to check out one of their videos and react to it on there as well. So that'll give you an opportunity to hear some of their music. But then again, if you want to go ahead now, you can look up on your own and check out some of their stuff. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. That is good and creamy. So what do you guys have going on? Feel free to, if you're watching live, comment in the chat section. If you're watching the broadcast later on the replay, feel free to comment in the comment section. Okay, here's that cherry cheesecake. There you can see a little bit of the red in there, mixed in with the cream. There you can see some of the crust broken up on it. See that cream dripping off? There's a piece of a strawberry. I think I said cherry cheesecake a couple times. This isn't cherry, it's a strawberry. It's a strawberry pie, is what it is. And it's made with fresh strawberries. One of the things about these old country churches where I grew up and where I preach today, whenever you go to a meal at one of these old country churches, doesn't matter the denomination. I grew up United Methodist, but we go to some Baptist revivals and stuff like that with some of our friends. And it doesn't matter, the Baptists, the Methodists, all of them. You get these big dinners, and boy, it's like potluck style, and everybody brings a dish, something of their own, and then everybody shares. Fantastic meals, and the food is always good. There's never a shortage of food, and the food is always fantastic. Most of it is homemade. They don't buy store-bought. Sometimes they do, but 9 times out of 10, the food you get there is going to be homemade, and it is fantastic. See that strawberry there? And the cream. Get some pieces of the crust mixed in there with it. This is going to be a nice big bite. A little bit of everything in it. Very good. Also, in the next week or two, I plan to upload some reaction reviews videos as well. This weekend, they dropped the trailers for the new Star Wars series that's coming out. Skeleton Crew is what it's called. I know absolutely nothing about it, so when I react to that video, it's going to be a completely fresh reaction for me. So I haven't heard anything about it. I didn't even know the name of the show that it was coming out until I saw that they dropped the trailer for it. So I'll be doing a reaction video for that, and here in the next couple days it should be uploaded. You can watch it. Also, the new Marvel movie coming out, which is what did they say it was called? Can't think of what it's called now, but basically they had the Endgame and the big movie that they have, the crossover every couple years in Marvel. Apparently this is their big one now, and man, I'm trying to think now what it's called. It's gonna bother me, but anyway, they just dropped the trailer for it, and I hear that guy that plays Iron Man, Junior, something Junior. My brain is not working right this second. But anyway, you guys know who I'm talking about. Downey, not Morton Downey Jr. Oh, for crying out loud. Robert Downey Jr. Those of you that follow, this is a spoiler alert for those of you that haven't been following the Marvel movies and didn't see Endgame. Next 30 seconds, warning, this is a spoiler alert for Endgame. Okay, ready? Mute it for the next 30 seconds, starting if you don't want Endgame spoiled for you. Next 30 seconds starting now. Okay. In Endgame, Robert Downey Jr.'s character, Iron Man, was killed. And so I don't know how they're bringing him back for this new movie, but they're bringing him back somehow. And I will comment on that video in detail about that. I don't want to do it here because I don't want to spend too much time on that as a spoiler for that. But I will upload, okay, spoiler alert saver. I will upload my reaction to that, where I'll talk about that in detail. And I saw a couple other trailers have dropped that I'm interested in also. So this is going to be a big week for trailers for me to react to. So with the light side music reactions and reaction reviews, I'll kind of stagger those around through the next couple of weeks. So you've still got a variety of stuff that I'm uploading each day. Okay, I'm going to take a few more bites and I'm going to call it a day for the stream. And this is very good, but I don't want to overdo it with a sweet dessert like this. So we'll do a couple more bites and then we'll end the stream. But as always, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy my content on here. And whenever you do comment, give me recommendations for Mutt Club. Where would you like to see me go eat? And what kind of foods would you like to see me try? For the light side music reactions, Give me recommendations on artists and songs that you'd like to see me check out. And list the artist and the song title. Be specific so that in case there's different versions, that I'll make sure I get the right one that you're wanting me to see me react to. And as for reaction reviews, basically whenever I see a trailer drop that interests me and I'm getting ready to check it out, I'll go ahead and record a video and upload it. But if you see that there are some trailers that have come out or that are coming out that I haven't reacted to, and you want to see me react to them, you can always suggest those as well. But anyway, that's what this channel is all about, is sharing these reactions and experiences with you guys. Look at that bite. So I want to hear what you guys enjoy. That way I know I'm posting contents that you guys want to see. Okay, last bite. There's more here, but this is my last bite I'm eating for now. And I'll save this rest for later. This is delicious. I don't know who made it, but it's very good. So, thumbs up to the Lower Salem United Methodist Church in Lower Salem, Ohio, and whoever it was that made all the food there. It was all fantastic. But particularly for this episode, to whoever it was that made the strawberry pie. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's stream. Just under 30 minutes. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button and comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed and turn on notifications so that you know we add new content. And be watching throughout the week, every Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. I'll be uploading a video of either the Light Side music reactions or reaction reviews where I react to TV and movie trailers and fan films, stuff like that, video oriented. And then on Sunday afternoons, approximately 2:00 p.m. Eastern Time, we go live for Muck Club, which is what you're watching right now, where we eat and react to and review different types of food, and then just have our own little conversation while we do it. And that is typically on a live stream. That way I can chat directly with you guys, and we can have a conversation back and forth. I really enjoy that format, and I hope you guys do too. So anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on either the Light Side music reactions, reaction reviews, conversations, or Muck Club. Have a great one, guys. Bye.